Utah. They were a little concerned about having the Olympics out here, weren't they? They were a little bothered about that. They were like, well, it's going to be different. It was no different. You know, just like anything. And the guy who loses goes home. The victor leaves with the spoils. That's the way it goes. Except in Utah, the victor leaves with the spoils less 10%. Some of you laughing, the Mormons. Don't be offended, Mormons. I love Mormons. I love everybody. That's what I do. I love everybody. I think everybody is entitled to love and being made fun of. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think that's what we should do in our lives. Make jokes about one another, but do it with joy and love. You know, not out of meanness or hatred. If you do it out of hatred, you're no longer being funny. You're just being a dick. You know, but we should make fun of everybody. What do two best friends do? They love each other, but they don't know how to show it, so they make fun of each other, right? Dude, it's me. What are you doing, loser? Shut up, dick. Tonight, maybe we go out, hang out, scam some chicks. Yeah, we'll scam them, but you're not getting none. Why not? Because you're so gay. It's not what your mom thought last night, kid. So about 8 o'clock? Cool. Late. Click. You didn't recognize that? That's love between two men. Two guys showing affection for each other. But we're afraid to make fun of one another, aren't we? Because political correctness says we can't. We're now, do you agree with me? We're overwrought. We're stuck with this political correctness garbage, right? We're afraid to make fun. We should be allowed to make fun. Make fun like you had the Paralympics going on. I think that's cool. Man, differently abled people being able to participate in competitive activities. That is, I went down to check it out. And this guy bumps into me, this French athlete, bumps right up with his wheelchair, bam. And I'm like, oh, sorry, dude. He goes, why don't you watch where you're going, you moron? Whoa. So I leaned back and kicked him in the chest. Now he's wheezing, people are running over. I go, I don't know what event he just competed in, but boy, he's winded. And I drove here too, man. Drove right from Los Angeles, man. That's a Spanish word, means drive-by shooting. We're driving and everything's fine. I checked the weather. Weather's cool, right? Salt Lake, gotta check the weather. So I checked the weather. I'm driving. It says Salt Lake, it's sunny and 38. So I thought, okay, at least it's sunny, right? And I'm continuing to drive. I go through Las Vegas. Beautiful, just weather's. I go, man, I've got it made, man. Right. Cedar City, gorgeous. St. George, gorgeous. Fillmore. What the hell happens at Fillmore? I swear, it has its own cloud. Everything's gorgeous, Fillmore. This cloud, and you could see it just hanging there. It's like a science fiction thing. You go, this is not real. This is Hollywood. You get there and it's snowing, man. I mean, slush and people sliding. This person in front of me slipped and went off the road. And I looked and I go, whoa, and I see his license plate. It says Ski, Utah. I guess he couldn't wait. And I finally get past that mess, and I get into Salt Lake, and I'm going, okay, I'm cool. I get on the 215, the same cloud has just arrived. And you know where the snow hits your window and you can actually hear it? And people just, and no wonder you guys don't move out of the fast lane. You're too scared you're gonna swerve or something. Because you'll sit there, you bastards. You don't care who's behind you. Welcome to Utah. You P-word. I love that, striving to be the best you can be. That's why I don't judge anybody. You're Mormon? God, be Mormon. I don't judge. Do your thing, man. Enjoy yourselves. But color me ignorant. I didn't know what a Mormon was when I was growing up. I grew up in New York City. We didn't have Mormons in New York City. I think they would be shot. And not just because they're Mormon. I think any religion that facilitates knocking on someone's door at 7 o'clock in the morning You pretty much increase your chance of getting a love tap by a 357 in New York City. I mean, at least Mormons knock on houses of people they know. They have a list. Jehovah's didn't care. They knock on, and they had a hard time in New York City. You're knocking on a New Yorker's apartment, you're a Jehovah's Witness. Nobody knows who you are. 7 o'clock in the morning. And they won't stop. I smell a pagan. Good morning. What do you know about the Lord? What do I know about the Lord? He wants some company. I'm going back to bed. But I learn and I grow and I see things. Moved to California. The first time I ever saw a Mormon. Didn't know what one was. They were kids walking around, black pants, white shirts, black ties. Had no idea this was a religion. I thought it was the cast from the movie Reservoir Dogs. Those of you who are laughing, way too hip to be here. And then they were on the 10 speeds, and I'm like, what are these guys with the things on the 10? What is that? My friend's like, that's a religion, man. It's Mormonism. I thought it was like a well-dressed cycling team, you know? We're on the way to the velodrome. It's formal water night tonight. Good luck, boys. For years, as a result, though, I thought like RVs that had the bikes on the front of them were Mormon hunters. Is that wrong? They're like, oh, he's got a big rack. Look at that right there. Are they even in season? He could be fined or something. That's poaching. That's what that is. Call the ranger. But I do. I go around and I make fun because I think we should. And I still doesn't mean I don't like you. It means I like you even more. It's just you're unique. You're different. And it's like, okay, let's learn something from the Mormons. Let's learn something from the black people or the white people or the gay people. But we get nervous as audiences, don't we? We do. White audiences are the most uptight audiences in the world. I mean, I play all over the world, man, and there are people, white audiences. You guys are just so worried, man. If I see, it's like, and you'll get nervous too, and you can tell you get nervous because your sphincters will pucker. I mean, it's not just me saying that. It's some sort of muscular, nervous thing. It's a connection. When we get nervous, we pucker. And you can tell a nervous audience because you'll hear it. See, as a white male heterosexual up here, notice the emphasis on heterosexual. If I mention a black person in my act, a white audience will perceive me as a possible or potential racist. They're going, oh, he might be a racist. If I mention a woman, I'm a sexist. If I mention a gay person, oh, he's a homophobe. But if I totally degrade and dehumanize a white male heterosexual, suddenly I'm politically correct. And I think that's crap, folks. We shouldn't make fun of each other. It doesn't matter whether you have black skin, dark hair, dark eyes, or light skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, or anything in between. We all have goofy idiosyncrasies. Some are worth being made fun of. I mean, my heritage by itself is a joke. I'm American Indian and Irish. So you know pretty much I have VIP seats waiting for me at any AA meeting, quite frankly. I walk into that meeting, it's like, oh, hey, Running Bear O'Reilly. We have a chair for you in the front row. And I go in, hey, dude, you got a coin? Because I got to get me a beer.